On Get Up, Raiders and Chiefs played a game yesterday, but it looked like nobody told the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift is in attendance. She would not be thrilled with what she saw. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. What are the Chiefs doing here?
Oh, my.
Trick play.
Backed up.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, Bilal Nichols enjoyed it because he got to pick up the ball and run it in for a touchdown.
Big man scoring. We got to like that, though. You know what I mean, Grass?
Raiders up 9-7 at that point. Here's the next offensive play for the Chiefs, and that is also a Raiders touchdown.
Jack Jones.
So that is two consecutive Chiefs offensive plays that resulted in touchdowns for the other team.
Yeah, watch him stare
Jack Jones staring him down on the way in. The Raiders just went in there and punched him in the face. Next Chiefs possession, 3rd and 5 from their own 48. Mahomes going to drop back to throw it to, who's he throwing this to, Robert?
I don't know.
Yeah. So on the sideline after the play, Travis Kelce throws his helmet. Very upset, losing in front of his girlfriend. When a staffer tries to return the helmet to Kelce, Andy Reid says no, he can't have that. He's in trouble. Reid and Kelce have words. Andy Reid not happy with that.
Shove.
I mean, it was a bad day for the Chiefs. Under 3 minutes left in the game, they're down 20-7. They got a 3rd and goal, and here's Mahomes to Justin Watson.
That's an incredible play.
It's still Mahomes, right? Like somewhere at the bottom of all this, it is still Mahomes. So they're down by 6. But they got to get a stop. And what happens is they don't. Zamir White, filling in for Josh Jacobs, is going to just slice right through that excellent Chiefs defense. That is a 43-yard gain that allows the Raiders to kneel down and run out the clock. Raiders upset the Chiefs 20-14. Kelce's confused, Mahomes confused, Taylor Swift is confused. Nobody knows what's going on. Look, they still have Mahomes. I want to underline that, but so this could all change. But their offense is a problem. Yesterday was the 7th game this year where they've scored fewer than 20 points. In Mahomes' first 5 years with the Chiefs, from 2018 to 22, they scored fewer than 20 points a combined 6 times.
Wow.
And they've done it 7 times this year. So that is an issue. And I guess here's what Mahomes had to say about it.
I still believe that we can go do what we want to do. It's just how can we correct it as quickly as possible. If we clean it up, we'll be able to score points. It's just we got to clean it up. We're 2 games left. You have to do it, and if we don't, we'll be going home. So I think if we clean it up, If we clean it up, we can beat anybody. I truly believe that. But we got to prove that we can do it.
He sounds like me. When I get home today, we got to do a lot of cleaning up to do after yesterday's festivities. Neek, I mean, look, they're going to the playoffs. It's the Chiefs, right? Like, so do you still believe that they can turn this around and get themselves back to the Super Bowl, or has that ship sailed?
Well, we could blame the receivers every other week until now. Now it seemed like everyone caught whatever it was that the receivers had, including Patrick Mahomes. And that turnover that he threw was a great play by Jones. That pick 6 right here, it looks like cover 3, and he made an aggressive play because the flat defender wasn't going to make it out there, but that's not something that we normally see out of Patrick Mahomes. And as much as we want to credit that great Chiefs defense, they couldn't stop the run when they needed to. And I know it wasn't their fault, the reason why they lost yesterday, but you expect a championship team like that to get the ball back to their quarterback in those moments. I'm not optimistic for the Chiefs going forward, but a lot of what's happening in NFL right now feels like there are no great teams, especially in the AFC, with the exception of one team at the top on both sides. So, yeah, again, Patrick Mahomes is still on that team underneath all that slop that we saw yesterday. So they should be excited about that. They still have the greatest gift that was ever given to the NFL, playing quarterback, even though he played poorly yesterday.
They do, but what do they specifically need to do differently if they are going to maximize that, to actually take advantage of it this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think it first starts with a statement of the Chiefs are the most beatable they've ever been with Patrick Mahomes as their quarterback. And to answer your question, Graz, they have to stop chasing expectations. Right now, we're so used to seeing the Chiefs be a high-flying, explosive offense. That's not their reality this year. They didn't go get DeAndre Hopkins in the offseason. Juju Smith-Schuster is no longer there, who was a security blanket for Patrick Mahomes, opposite of Travis Kelce. They are a defensive football team. Their defense did play lights out. They didn't get the stop when they needed to, but they're a top 5 defensive football team. And I watched the Chiefs on offense when they were doing some of those trick plays, guys, and I'm like, you're getting way too cute, right? In order to be cute, like with the play calling, you first have to be cute on offense.
Yeah.
And they're not cute at all.
Right.
They're putting lipstick on a pig. So when I watch them go about this, I want to see them build their concepts on top of each other. Try to play more high percentage football. Get their guys in the right spots. And right now, I feel like with Andy Reid, they're dropping back to pass 69% of the time. That's the highest of his entire coaching career. They have to get back to running the football again. And I know running the football is typically the thing that everybody says they need to do. But for what the Chiefs have this year at wide receiver and the pass catching spots, they need to run the ball, play to their defense, and understand that they're not going to be the same teams that they were in the past.
Yeah, you always hear about complementary football and the way that it should be played, and that's exactly what Robert's talking about, right? Is you got to figure this thing out and understand. But I will tell you from a guy who's been on some of the most explosive offenses in NFL history, it is a hard mindset to change. And what has happened for the Chiefs and to what Robert was just talking about, you feel forced to go make those explosive plays. Yep. They're 26 in the league in explosive plays. They miss Eric Bieniemy. They miss the attitude that he brought from the sideline. Yep. That go get him, here we go. And obviously their receivers aren't playing at the par. Yesterday, Mahomes not turned the ball over twice, they win this game, right? 100%. Like that. So you can't blame that on the receivers, right? So as you look at this football team, Kelsey being upset, slamming his helmet down, Mahomes on the sideline, everybody screaming. You could feel the pressure building. And by the way, the game started out with almost a missed handoff off the jump. So it wasn't like this team was just dialed in from the get-go. It felt like everybody enjoyed Christmas morning and then came over to the game and were like, the Raiders are an afterthought. We beat them 25 times in a row. I know it was like 12 or whatever it is. But here we go, and unfortunately the Raiders didn't get that message. They were in the hotel, all focused in and locked in, and came out and put the beat down on them.
Yeah, two things there.
Yeah, real quick.
First of all, Andy Reid, if you get the Hamburglar mad on the sideline and he's like giving shoves, there's some problems there in Kansas City. Yeah. And then two, I think this game honestly showed why they need the Sour Patch Kid, Kadarius Toney. Yeah. Right? When he's not playing well and he's making drops and getting in and causing interceptions, he can really hurt that team. But when he's sweet, man, oh my gosh, he adds another element to that offense that they have been missing. And this is why I think Andy Reid is not willing to give up on them. They're struggling with and without him, so you might as well play him.
I appreciate the explanation on Sour Patch Kid. I wasn't following it. So, RG taking care of the audience there with some gifts for Santa Claus. Hey.
Bạn cứ dán hết son lên màu vào cho mình nhé. Rồi, tiếp tục đến màu xanh này. Rồi, lại đến màu vàng nha. Tiếp tục màu xanh này. Rồi, màu vàng nhé các bạn. Mình đã dán được mỗi màu một đường rồi. Rồi, tiếp tục xanh. Rồi, lại đến vàng nhé. Rồi, màu xanh này. Các bạn có thể làm 5 hình tròn hoặc các bạn làm 6 hình tròn thì mình cũng được. Rồi, đây sẽ là cái phần mà hình tròn mình sẽ sử dụng để làm hình tròn trang trí này. Nhưng mà như thế này chưa xong nhé các bạn. Bước tiếp theo là mình sẽ đi dán những cái phần này. Các bạn sẽ thấy những cái khoảng hở ở trên cái phần những cái tờ giấy này không? Đây đúng không? Bây giờ thì mình sẽ đi dán cái phần này vào như sau nhé. Đầu tiên là cái phần màu vàng, các bạn sẽ dán keo lên bên trên, cái góc bên trên như này. Rồi tiếp theo là các bạn lật cái phần màu xanh này, lật đến phần màu xanh đúng không? Thì các bạn sẽ dán keo vào cái phần dưới này. Rồi tiếp theo lại là màu vàng nhé, lại đến màu vàng thì các bạn lại tiếp tục dán keo vào cái mặt trên này. Màu xanh này thì lại tiếp tục dán keo vào cái phần mặt dưới này. Rồi màu vàng thì lại là cái mặt trên. Các bạn cứ dán như vậy đến hết cái phần hình tròn này giúp mình. Đây. Sau đó thì các bạn sẽ mở ra và các bạn sẽ nhìn thấy cái kết quả của cái việc là mình sẽ dán so le này lại là như thế nào nhé. Tiếp theo này. Rồi sau đó mình sẽ dán tiếp vào cái mặt bên trên này. Rồi tiếp theo cái phần bên dưới này. Rồi cái phần bên trên này. Rồi và cuối cùng là cái mặt bên dưới nhé. Đây, mình sẽ giữ một lúc như này để cho cái phần keo của mình nó khô nhé. Và trong khi đợi cái phần keo nó khô thì mình sẽ đi làm cái phần dây này. Mình sẽ đi làm cái phần dây. để làm cái phần trang trí nhé. Đây, thì mình sẽ cắt một cái đoạn dây như này các bạn. Cắt một cái đoạn dây như này. Mình sẽ cắt nút cái phần đầu của nó vào. Mình sẽ cắt nút cái phần đầu của nó vào như này nhé. Đây, mình sẽ làm cái phần này là cái phần dây treo của mình nhé. Sau đó thì mình sẽ mở cái phần này ra.